All right, welcome to the Night Sports Network. We are here at Perry McClure High School, and we are sorry for the technical difficulties that we've had. We are here in beautiful Buena Vista at Perry McClure High School, and we are coming into set one. This is Scotty Winterton. We are currently, I'm going to try and catch everybody up for what's going on, because I'm sure there are many families out there that are anxious for the Rutgers Newark Scarlet Raiders and for your Southern Virginia University Knights. The score right now is 10 for the Knights and 7 for the Raiders. The reason, some of you may or may not know, that we are in currently Perry McClure High School, which is in Buena Vista, because tournament regulations require a certain height in the gym that they're playing in, and the Knights arena did not meet those regulations, and so they moved the tournament when the Knights are hosting. And this is the semifinals of the CVC tournament. Knights on serve, and a great serve by Tanner Durkin, putting the ace and putting the Knights up 12-7, and forcing the Raiders to take a timeout. The Raiders, coached by Jack Wilson, come in, a team that the Knights have faced before, but this has been a really unique year, obviously with COVID. The number of times that teams are playing each other and who they're playing and where they're playing really depended on how often the teams could get together based on COVID and that kind of situation. So things have really been up and down. These guys did not play each other in the regular season. So this is an opportunity for both teams to face really good competition. The Knights come in with a pretty solid record of 13-3. A couple losses that they wish that I know that they could get back, but really only against Marymount did they face a lot of competition in the wins. Marymount went to 5 sets in both games that they played. The Knights had many games go 3-0, so the Knights now looking to make it through the semifinal and into the finals of the CVC. Tanner Durkin back on the set after that ace on the last, back on the serve after his ace. The Knights come in with some pretty impressive stats in terms of aces per set. They're 12th in the country with 2.17 aces per set. Tanner hits that one long, and the serve will go over to the Raiders. The Knights here playing on the receive end of this have been really good overall as a team in hitting percentage. They're actually 5th in the country at hitting .326. Tough up there by Noel, but they cut it back in. Really great block there from Nicholas Arce-Cox. The Raiders come in with 26 in the country in blocks, 1.73 per set. They bring a solid defense as well. It's going to be a defense, Raiders solid defense against the Knights with really quality hitting percentage, including kills per set, the 13th in the country. So neither the Knights nor the Raiders are in the top 50 in the country in bigs per set. So, defense is not necessarily the biggest part of either game, though both teams are in the top 33rd for blocks per set for the Knights, as I mentioned, 26 for the Raiders. Sam Candlin up for serve, left-handed jump serve. Another Nice block by Nicholas Arce-Cox, really getting up there. That's two that he's put in the last couple points. Not really the system that the Knights wanted to be in, like the passing needs to sharpen up for them to be in the system that they want to run. That one goes long. Right outside right now is Mark Stapley. Mark actually was switched up from right side hitter, hitting out outside. Mark missed on that one, but Mark is actually hitting 22nd in the country at 374. So that's an unusual error for him. Tyler Schaefer comes in. Tyler's brother Christian is coming to play at SVU. Noel and McKay Walker team up to get up on that block, but couldn't quite get it back over, and the ball falls short on the Knights side. It's currently 14-12 for the Knights. Travis Emenaker back for the serve. And that combination with Kaipo and Walker, not quite there. And it was a nice pass by Noel, who comes here from Argentina. Noel Racaberen is really a great player for the Knights, both on the defensive and the offensive end. That was the system we were looking for. Kaipo with a really great set to get Sam up there. Sam, a left-handed hitter, really can get up. Sam is really hitting well on the year. He has 47th in the country, 2.9, hitting 296. Which, like I said, good for 47th in the country. Hitting opposite Sam, really nice target for Kaipo. Ball kept alive by the Knights. Nice hit by Noel going line. Really did a good job looking up. Body was turned all the way to the right and to torque his shoulder and getting that ball down the line was a really nice hit. Block was late coming over. It looked like the Raiders thought that maybe there was going to be a lift or a carry call right there, and they kind of stopped. Tanner and Kaipo, Tanner Durfee and Kaipo, Tongaloa, trying to combine on that block right there. Not quite getting arms over, and the ball seeps down between them. Andrew Zolak on the serve for the Raiders. Serves into the net, and that will give the Knights their 17-point, 17-14 here in set number one. Kaipo steps back for the serve. He comes from a volleyball family. His mother, Charlene, is steeped in the volleyball world out west, really all over the country, helping in clubs, going to tournaments. That one hit out. Really nice setup for Arvind Kumar. Just swung that a little wide as he tried to go from the middle across. Kaipo back for his second serve. 18-14 for the Knights. Kaipo hits that one a little long and gives the Raiders their 15-point. I don't know if you can hear out there the quality of our broadcast here is a little different since we're working through the high school, but the Knights sideline is really boisterous. They're deep. They have a lot of players on the sideline. You can see it in some of the clips. That one, little bags passing there. Kaipo had to go after that ball. Didn't quite get it where Noel Racaberen could get up underneath it if he wanted to. It's long. Now we got Robert Long back to serve. Sam Cannon goes line. Nice cross-court set by Kaipo, and Cannon goes line on that and finds the bottom of the court. Knights go up 19-16. I'll try and call the score for you guys since it's not really easily seen on the broadcast. That ball had some nice dip on it, putting the Raiders in a tough position, and Knights have a really nice chance back. Line set. Excellent dig by Libero. Matt Niskanen did a great job getting that ball. Matt Nickerson did a great job getting underneath that ball, getting up and give the Raiders a chance to get that ball up. However, now it's Knights 20-16. Opportunity for them to put their foot down on the gas pedal here and finish out this set. You can hear the Knights really boisterous and loud. Probably double up at least on the number of players the Knights have. The coaching staff of the Knights, headed by Coach Peterson and his assistants, Debbie and John Baker, done a great job in recruiting. They've reached across the country. When you look at the Knights roster, you see players from Puerto Rico and Argentina, California, Idaho, Pennsylvania. As I mentioned, the Tyler Schaefer's brother is coming. He like Kaipo Tagaloa comes from a volleyball family. His father, Clark, owns a volleyball facility up in Pennsylvania, making his family proud, showing his excellent serving out here. Now we got Nawel setting back here to look to get the Knights their 21st point. Tyler's able to get his hand on that ball, but not quite enough to keep it in play. Excellent effort by the Knights, taking out some of the Knights bench. That kind of effort is the reason they're up 3 right now. And that puts the score at 20-17 for the Knights. Daniel Quaid comes back to serve for the Raiders. Very sneaky play by Sam Cameron. Toes the line as he comes down, trying to stay on their side of the court. He was a little behind that ball. He had a triple block in front of him. He was able to go up and find the little corner right across the net. That one hit long. I think it was the first time seeing Tucker Cunningham on the game. Comes in, hits the ball long. Ball hit the net for the Raiders, putting the score at 22-18. Sam Cameron back for the serve. Sam's comes from an SVU family. His brother Paul is on the team. His brother Bennett played for the basketball and the volleyball team at certain times. Graduate of the SVU academic system. Love having Camberlands on campus. That one maybe hit a little bit low for McKay. You see him looking at Kaipo and saying, hey, put that ball up. I can go a little higher than that. McKay Walker out of California. Fairly recently married. His beautiful bride, Corinne, also here helping out on the SB sideline. Reed and Marcy, for sure back home watching him play. That's the way the Knights wanted to do that when he wrote up. Jotham Castillo, an excellent libero, put that ball on the money for Kaipo. And Kaipo put it right where it stayed down there. That time getting a little bit higher, just as he requested. Tyler Schaefer now in to serve. Knights at 23, Scarlet Raiders 19. aggressive, they're bad. Raiders, we just got to work on a couple of technical things here. 23-20. That one goes into the net, and Knights now get a chance to close out this set. McKay Walker back for the serve. It's a little late on the block there, playing the ball off of the standard that's actually up. Now gets the ball in a pretty tough spot as we attack that, and the ball gets tooled off the block to the far side of the court. You don't see that very often. Good enough though for the Knights to take set number one. Jack Wilson over there talking with the ref, trying to understand the rule for the ball playing off the standard. You guys can't really see it, I think, on the screen, but at the top of the rafters here, just like a normal high school, the basketball standards are pulled up. And this one literally rolled all the way across the backboard and came off, and the Knights, who are used to playing in a low gym, which we call the barn affectionately, often hear the crowd in non-COVID years yelling, "Welcome to the barn," every time an opposing team has trouble with the ceiling. Knights are steeped in the skill set of playing off the ceiling, and were able to play that ball really well. I think their final point was all twirling that ball off the block to the far side, which is a really interesting way to finish the game, right? To have that ball go off the block to the far side of the court. We want to welcome everybody now that we're in a bit of a break after the first set. We didn't really get a chance to talk with you guys and introduce our setup and everybody involved here, but we have an incredible opportunity for the Knights to advance to the finals of CBC, and this is a chance for them to play the Scarlet Raiders for the first time this season. The Knights come in, as I had mentioned when we first started, they come into the season 13-3. They've had some really good wins, played some pretty good competition. A couple teams that they really would love to have played, like Juniata, had to be canceled because of COVID. The Knights athletic department are handling 24 teams, I believe, all playing in one season. Watching our athletic director, Deidre Dryden, and her assistants handle the athletic environment in this COVID situation, and what we've been forced to do as a country, as a school, as a society. It's been really awesome to see the efforts that the Knights have put in. The athletes themselves adapting from day one. You watch them come in and bring a positive attitude, abide by the standards that the school set forth in order to keep things going, and yet still maintain a really positive and full effort to keep school going for the Knights on the academic front, as well as being able to keep things going for athletics. It's been an incredible effort on all parts. And as somebody who's involved in the admissions side, it's been incredible to watch and work with these athletes and be able to work with incoming prospective students, letting them know that when you work with a coach like Coach Peterson, when you're in an athletic department like Deidre Dryden runs, you come in to a place where you're going to be able to be watched over, have a family environment, place of high standards, and even when something like COVID tries to, push you down and kick your rear end, the quality of the students, the faculty, the staff, the athletics department really showed they can rise up and do a great job. Going into the second set here, the Knights are looking to put a stamp on this game and really make it difficult for the visiting Scarlet Raiders to come away with the win. It wasn't a particularly close set throughout. The Raiders never really got within closer to 3, but there were a couple times where it looked like their runs were going to tie them up, and they certainly have the capability of bringing this game to a tie, winning the second set. Excellent serve by Justin Tui. Playing off the rafters, getting it over. Excellent job. And Sam Cannon shows what the Southpaw can come in and hitting 47th in the country with 296 coming in. But Kaipo is also an excellent setter. The Knights are 10th in the country with 11.4 assists per game. Kaipo, a senior, been at SVU for quite a while, rocking the cornrows. Who knows how long he had to sit in the chair to get those done. The Knights are late. McKay was late on that block coming over, but the hit went wide anyway. He tried to go cross court and couldn't quite get it down, even with McKay there. I'm not sure that was the right play with McKay so far away. He had some space to put that ball in. Sam Candelin coming back for the serve. He's got a really wicked serve, and he gets it right. There it is. Coming in, the Knights come in 12th in the country with 2.17 aces per set, and Sam's been a big part of that. So when he's on, that ball drops really hard and there's a lot of heat to it. He may have found his spot on that Raiders defense where he's going to try and shoot that ball. Puts it in the same spot. Libero, Matt, making sure he handles it well. Had a good chance to score that point. The Knights there for the block, ball home in the net. Sam comes back for his third serve. Took a little off that one, tried to get cute. Maybe would regret not just going after that thing, but he looking up, patting his chest, saying, "Hey, that one's on me, guys." It's a cat and mouse game on the serve. You're trying to keep the defense not knowing exactly what you're going to do, and so it's not a bad play by Sam, but also, you don't get in on it. However, the Scarlet Huskies, the volleyball gods give it, and the volleyball gods take it away. And Arvind Kumar was able to have an opportunity to, start to bring this thing closer and put it in the net. Now coming back for his serve is Mark Stapley. Little floater. With the triple block, that was a really tough hit for Robert Long. If he was going to put that thing down any lower, he had McKay Walker looking right at him. McKay Walker, who is out of California, is a really intimidating force in the middle of this court. McKay brings a 6'8" frame, long and lean. He's quick. His footwork is getting better. When you talk with Coach Debbie Baker about his footwork, he's really improved over the last year, and he's quicker to get to close out and get a double block on almost every hit. That time with the triple block, the Knights had a good opportunity. However, the Raiders were able on this set to single block McKay on that set from Kaipo. I've been impressed with the Scarlet Raiders blocking. They're not getting a double block very often, but their single blocks have proven to be a bit of a nuisance for the Knights. Jothan Castillo with a really smart play, ducking out of the way of that one. It was close. It was right on the line. Jothan is a really great addition for the Knights defense. He's an incredible libero. His brother Kian back home. I'm sure proud of that play. Really smart by Jothan. Yeah, so Noel gets up on that solo block. Not what you want on the defensive end, but Noel explodes up there, gets that box, puts it back on the Raiders' side of the net, and they're not able to dig it up. McKay Walker back for the serve. Fly to California. A nice dig and a 7. Nowell with a single block again. Not much the Raiders could do there off that block. Good job getting it off the ground, off Nowell's block. But then the ball was ping-ponging all over. Not much they could do with it. Tried to make the best of it, but that's another single block by Nowell. The Knights are 33rd in the country at 1.6 blocks per set. That time, Keipo gets up with that one and closing out with Tanner Durkin on the double block. They had lines covered, not much place to go. They could have gone over the top of that block, but the height wasn't there on the set, and the Knights able to do 3 blocks in a row to finish out this little moment here where the Scarlet Raiders coach, Jack Wilson, forced to call a timeout. Up 9-3, the Knights are right where they want to be. Looking down over this Knights roster, as I mentioned, there's an interesting group of Western players here. The Knights have been recruited from all over the country. Coach Peterson coming from stints at Penn State and BYU, where he's had excellent success. Amazing addition to the SVU coaching staff. And he's put together an incredible staff with the Bakers coming in help. Debbie Baker, who's the women's head coach, and associate head coach John Baker, really able to put together some great recruiting, and it's showing in the Knights now. McKay Walker back for the serve. Hit over the top of the block. Keipo forced to put the ball right back over. This time the double block there again. Keipo, Kentucky Durkin, just like Tanner Durkin, teaming up. Second time, putting that ball back on the Scarlet Raiders side of the court. They did a good job. The Raiders did that first hit going over the top of the block, but they really good on that one. Great dig by Schaefer. Nowell looks cross court. He looked down at that. He saw down full court open as the block's in line. He was able to come down cross court. Strong right-handed hitter. He's had an incredible several years at SVU. Nowell is 38th in the country, getting 333. Knights serving in the net, and ball will go back over the Raiders. Jothan Castillo comes in for McKay Walker. Jothan a little better on the back line than 6'8" McKay. I've seen McKay make a dig or two in his day. That ball set pretty tight to the net, but the power of Nowell, the height that he gets, he just aims there. He's able to look, see what's in front of him. That time, he gets it off the block, again going all the way across the court to go out of bounds. Keipo, Tongaloa back to the serve, sneaks it over. Tape being Kaipo's best friend. Please take the tape out for dinner right there, because that just got him the points. Those cornrows are done really well. Nice and tight, Keipo. Good job. Excellent serve by Keipo. Nice able to get the double block in. Good recovery. Time the Raiders go long. Line was open. He just wasn't able to put the ball down. Andrew Zolek's a good right side hitter. Freshman, 6'3", out of Old Bridge, New Jersey. Had an opportunity there to get the ball back on the Raider side. With a little sneaky play. Dip on that ball was pretty severe. Looked like it was going out of bounds. I'm sitting up here in the crow's nest. Looked like it was being dipped. Not taking a dip, and it snuck right in. I'm a little far from the line, from the far side from me. The effort's right there on it, and line deep over. So Knights now have put a 11-point lead, putting a real stamp on this second set. The Scarlet Raiders haven't really been able to get in the system that they want. You know, every now and then they're able to get the dig or the pass they want, get it up. They're really good at Tui. Justin Tui is able to put that ball when he gets the pass that he needs. He's put it in good places. They've got players that can go up. Just not sure they have the depth that they need. It's pretty hot in here. It's going to be a long set if they can't. Well, I guess it's going to be a short set, but kind of a long day emotionally if they can't find a way to clean up their passing and let Justin to get that ball to his hitters. They've got good hitters. In the country, they're hitting 14th at a 285, 14th in the country. So they've got the hitters that can do it. The serving of the Knights has been the difference in the second set. Keipel comes back for his serve. He brings a lot of variety to his serve. He brings a lot of different places. Sneaky play. That was a great hit by Andrew Zalek. Taking a look at what was in front of him. Good hard swing from the shoulder, and in the last second holds up, dinks that over the top of the Knights block, which was there. They had a solid block set up. Really good system set up there by the Raiders as well. That's what they need to close the gap on the second set. Tyler Schaefer with a great pass, allowing Keipel to put that ball in the money spot. And his cross court that good, and puts that straight down in the Raiders. Not much they could do about that. All set up by the excellent pass by Schaefer. Nowell back to the serve. That thing drops like a rock out of his hand. And that ball comes out of Nowell's hand. It's got a lot of top spin, and it drops quick. And they're able to capitalize with a little joust at the net and falls in on the Raiders' side. You watch this serve, it drops quick, man. It's a lot of fun to watch him serve. That one was out front a little bit. He put that ball a little too far, so he wasn't able to get on top of it, and consequently hits it long. Little upset with himself on that one. You can hear the bench in the background trying to get in the head of Raiders serving. Daniel Quay, nice serve, better set up by the Knights. The defense on the Knights right there with on the serve at least with a great pass to get that where Keipel could put it outside and go cross court with that. Very good hit. Tucker Cunningham in for his serve. A lot of pace on that. Great dig by Tucker after the serve. Great dig by the Raiders. Keipel puts that ball for Mark and not able to finish it. Opportunity for the Knights here to do exactly what they want. Same thing coming after that. Perfect set by Keipel. Putting that ball in the area. The lefty can go up and put that ball across court. Sam with a lot of emphasis after that. Sometimes there's a little talking underneath the net. I just think he's really excited. He's got a couple opportunities in this set to put that ball down. Good pass and set. Knight's able to block that, but not able to finish out the play. Like I said, when the Raiders pass well, they're able to get the hitting to combat the Knights' defense. But the serving of the Knights just really kept the Raiders out of sync. Justin Tui, setter, back for the serve. That ball was going out from the beginning, but Noel reached out and tipped that. It might have fallen in, but Noel with the tip. 8 point for the Raiders. Tui back for his second serve. Very good pass by Noel, and nice going. McKay able to team up on that swing. McKay coming out of his middle blocking, getting wide. Sometimes you see him try to set that tight in the middle of the court, but they've also got a couple plays where McKay will swing wide on that and really try to get away from the block. Excellent dig by the libero. Past the set, not quite there. Matt Nickerson's doing a great job in this point. Not quite able to finish that one out. Couldn't get the pancake. He was there for it, saw it coming. Typo with a really sneaky play. He loves being, I don't know how many of you out there know this, but Typo's also on SVU rugby team. And the way he plays rugby is a bull in a china shop. He is so aggressive. And you'll see that now and then on the court. But he really likes to be offensive. Excellent block by the Knights. So that time the cross court was opened up. Castillo was there, just not quite able to get his arms up to defend himself a little bit though. That ball came fast and hard. That was an excellent hit. Arvind Kumar with a very nice set. Castillo having to reach for it. And then the second time that Andrew Zalek is able to take a look, survey, and put a little touch, a little English on that ball, and put it right where the Knights weren't. Second serve for Arvind. Second serve for Arvind. Arvind Kumar out of New Jersey. Now we even try to pronounce the high school he came from. Wow. So Andrew takes a look. This is the first time I've seen him go line with that, and he put that right in the corner. That was an excellent hit, forcing the Knights at 21-11 to call a timeout. Maybe I will try. So Arvind Kumar out of Manahawkin, New Jersey. Maybe I shouldn't have tried saying that, but man's got to know his limitations, as Clint Eastwood once said. The Scarlet Knights very, very much recruit from local. They've got 7 players out of New Jersey, 1 out of Pennsylvania, 1 out of Massachusetts. So they really working hard in the Northeast in the recruiting. Don't quite have the numbers that the Knights have, but clear as you see, they've got some skills on this team that have translated in a run for them to force the Knights to call a timeout. Knights trying to reset, come back in, finish this out. They'd like to get two sets here, maybe get up on the third set, see if they can get some of the backups in, but can't count that before it's here, and so the Knights have some work to do yet. Arvind Kumar back to serve again. I believe fourth serve. 3 points in a row. See if they can squeeze a little more out of this and close the gap. That was really close. That was the Knights. Nobody really went for it. It felt like they were going to go out from the beginning, and it was really tight. Smart play by the Knights. Ball goes out, 22-11. Looking to close this out with Mark Stapley serving. Little floater. So Andrew Zalek is hit really well the last two times that Tui has hit. He looks to be where Tui is trying to find success right now. That was a really great hit by him. Travis Emaneko back for the serve. Good dig and setup. That was almost too high for McKay. He hung there. The mark of a really good hitter where you can adjust to the set and make the best of wherever it's put. Maybe it was the right height, just a little late on McKay, hard to know right there, but he was able to hold that swing, get enough on it, put it between the block. McKay back to serve. Tough handle for that pass. Now Andrew again able to make the best of it. Really tough pass to Tui. That ball was right at his chest coming into him. He was able to get his hands underneath it, put it up without carrying it, which is really hard to do. Andrew able to come up with the hit. Andrew now back to serve. Excellent up by Castillo. Cross-court set. Cross-court hit by Nawell. Man, he cut that thing tight. As a right-handed hitter, to swing that, to turn his shoulders and cut that ball that tight cross-court, a lot of skill and a lot of athleticism. Angaloa out. You see the first visit of Maxie Sutton back for the serve. What a great serve. Max there with an excellent serve, getting the ace. The Knights finish out this set, second set, 25-13. And what a way to finish it out for Max. So we'll take a little break here on the Knights Sports Network and be back with you at the start of the third set. All right, welcome back. We took a little break, as I did. About a minute left before this third set is set to begin. Probably talk a little bit about that last point. What a great opportunity for Max Sutton to come in, finish out sophomore, 6'3" out of Brentwood, California. Dad Jason back home watches every game. And it's awesome. You know, the Knights have the opportunity to recruit from all over the country. Max is, we might lose him for a couple years to an LDS 2-year mission. missions for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Many of the Knights players have served missions. In fact, the Knights have 3 players who are married. Paul Candlin married to Kelly McKay, as I mentioned, recently married Corinne, and we have a third guy on the team, Ben Barris, married to Sadie. I'm not sure the Knights will play any other teams all year that have one guy married on the team, and maybe that's cool. All right, beginning the second set, Tanner Durkin start us out. Good pass. Set wasn't right where it needed to be. Knights have an opportunity to get this point. Sam gets up, hits it long, tries to go cross court, and puts that out of bounds. No touch on the block. First point goes to the Scarlet Knights. Scarlet Raiders. Excuse me. Setter Justin Tooley back for the serve. Got a lot of heat on that one. Noel finds the line judge on the far corner, takes it long, and knocks the glasses off the line judge. I'm not sure what the line judge did to Noel. That wasn't very nice, Noel. He didn't do anything to you. The Scarlet Raiders with a much better start this set. Tooley hits that ball right between Noel and Castillo. They looked at each other when that ball dropped, and neither one of them made a move to get it. They'll get together, figure that out. Somebody's got to make the call there. Communication, just like any team sport, is key. Justin Tooley back for his 4th serve. That one gets very long. He didn't quite get it. He didn't get the top spin that he needed to make that thing drop. Knights wisely let that thing go out. Wasn't even close. And Sam Candlin back for his first opportunity to serve in his 3rd set. The lefties working hard in the weight room. Sam's a high flyer, big kid, really nice kid, good family. Fun to watch him be successful on the court. Good serve, gives the Knights an opportunity to finish this out. Sam from the back line, what a great dig. good volleyball from the Knights. Matt Nikishin was able to get an incredible dig on that, put that in play, but McKay Walker there to finish that out. Emphasis at the end of that, got his team going. Sam hits that one a little long, taps the chest. That was me. Sam's kind of a live or die kind of guy. He wants the point, he wants the ace, he wants to make it difficult on the opposing team to keep them out of system. And sometimes it just doesn't fall for him. I'll take his effort all day long, though. And Arvin Kumar gives that one back. That was the same thing that we saw last set with Sam going long and Arvin returning the favor. Mark Stapley now back. He hits a floater and does that floater. Oh, it's really good job looking line to go on that. Hit just a little wide, no touch by the Knights on the block, and Mark gets the point, ties it up 4-4. Mark looking to be surgical with that floater serve. Knights now have an opportunity. Set a little tight to the net. Block happens, but Keipo able to keep it up. Sam puts that ball up. There's a flip in the back, out of bounds, and motions for the opportunity to get that ball back in play off the dig from Castillo. That's good up and down from both teams. Playing hard, looking to keep this game going. It's a set that the Raiders obviously need badly to keep this match extended, but the Knights are going to see if they have the opportunity to close this thing out. Need a little bit better passing out of them. just like that. Castillo puts that ball right where Kaipo can do something with it. He decides to give it to McKay a little low for McKay. He can go up higher on that, but he's able to slip that ball between the block. The block wasn't really there. Looked like they weren't really prepared to handle that middle set. It was sneaky by Kaipo. McKay Walker back for his set. So that was Noel was able to go up looking like he was going to put that ball in play and set it for Kaipo. A little roll reversal there. Assist for Noel with a kill from Kaipo. Kaipo being on the front line, able to attack the net. Can't push that ball short. I'm still really impressed with that play. That could be one of the coolest plays that I've seen the Knights come up with in this season. What an incredible combination between Noel and Kaipo. And we're back to the serve. He's been a bright spot for the Raiders in this match, but that time puts that ball into the net. Knights able to go up 7-6, and Kaipo back for his serve. First time in the rotation this set for Kaipo. So that was a really great combination by the Scarlet Raiders. Matt Nickerson was able to put that ball off the pass, which has been the thing. When they get that pass right, they've got the playmakers to put the ball down on the Knights. That serve into the net. Second straight time they put the ball in the net. Robert Long probably wanted that one back. They need to string together some points here. They're going to want to keep in this game because, this Knights team is deep. They sub a lot. They've got really good players. They're going to put a lot of pressure on you. And they're going to keep, if this thing stays tight, I think the advantage is with the Knights. What a great line hit. That was an incredible up by Arvid Pino. Went up hard, attacked the ball, went line, really went right after Kaipo, and Kaipo not able to get his arms together and get back and put that ball in place where his team could do something with it. Just a really good goal. Jimmy Clay with the serve into the net again. That's going to be hard. In volleyball, when it's rally scoring, you need to serve well. You have to be able to string together points, especially when you come in with a lot of emotion off a play with a kill like Arvin was able to put down. You need to string together points. Duncan Cunningham trying to put that ball in, not able to capitalize on the opportunity, and the ball goes back over to serve for the Scarlet Raiders, and they're back around in their rotation with Justin Cleese how they started this set. Excellent pass by Castillo. Good set by Kaipo, and Mark able to put that ball cross court, find a hole in the defense, bring the ball back over defense. Sam Canavan back. Let's see how much Sam has on this one. Took a little off that one. Just wanted to get it in. Pass wasn't there. Comes back to Mark, and he's able to kill that with no set. That was not bump set spike. That was just spike. So Sam did take a little off that one, but able to put it in a spot where the Raiders weren't able to do anything with it. And Mark was Johnny on the spot. Took that one down. Sam with his second serve. That one wasn't even close, Sam, but I feel like he's not swinging right now as hard as he can. Not sure if he's just trying to put that thing in, surgically or what, but I've seen him really hit that ball hard, and I feel like he's taking a little off it right now. Arvin with an incredible serve. Big opportunity for the Raiders now. First time they've been able to string 2 points together in these last 4 opportunities to serve. Arvin with an incredible drop. His topspin on that is pretty good. This time Castillo reads it a little better. Keipo puts it across, a little far. Block there for the Raiders. They're able to finish off the scramble. There was a double block there, but going cross court with that, able to put that in a place where the Knight's not able to dig it. That's a great scramble play by the Raiders. Arvin back with his third serve. Good opportunity for them to get that fourth point. Go ahead by 2. Tough play for Keipo, forced to go back over. Andrew goes line, but not able to finish it. Joust at the net. Second joust at the net. And looks like they're calling into the net, coming over on the K. Real confusion on that. An appeal to the head ref. Now it's the captain over there talking with him, trying to understand what happened. Coach Peterson steps in and calls a timeout. Smart timeout. First time the Raiders, since going up 2-0, were able to string a few points together, and now they're up by 2. The Scarlet Raiders are a team that, when you're not playing well, just turning a game into a chaos situation where you just handle and sometimes even trying to force chaos, not necessarily playing the prettiest volleyball, not necessarily something that's going to make an ESPN highlight reel per se, but just trying to scrap through things, just trying to do whatever you can to keep the point in play, get the ball back over, and live to play again on the next hit. And the last 4 points, with they got 1 ace, but other than that, it was just them scrambling hard, working hard to get points whatever way they can. And you do that, hey, put you up by 2, and something you have to have. Since you're down by 2, you do whatever it takes. Arvin Kumar back for his serve, looking to extend this lead for the Scarlet Raiders. Oh well, coming from back line. I think he called a low. I couldn't see the linesman. The net. I didn't quite see what she called. Violation turns into a point for the Knights. Matt Stapley back for his floater. Scarlet Knights pumped up after Andrew Zalek was able to pick that ball hard off the block, sends it across the court out of bounds. Back over to the Raiders. That was a great swing by Andrew. He came after that thing. He's really a great hitter. He's got the ability to line, cross. He swings hard. Well, a little far on that pass. And smart play by Andrew again. He's put together a great front line on the offensive end for the Raiders. Out of Old Bridge, New Jersey, not the tallest frontline player, but freshman 6'3", does a great job. That ball, smart play by Jotham. Take a look at that. So, judgment's going out of bounds. Let it go. Get out of the way. Knights close the gap to 13-15, and Kay Walker back for a serve. Nice little floater. Handled well by the Raiders. Swing by Andrew Zalek and puts that thing down cross court again with the hand. Getting his team excited. And goes back to serve. Last time he was in this situation, he put the ball in the net. See if he can keep this one in play. extend the score for his Raiders. Nice serve. Typo gets underneath it. Nice to keep it in play. Double block. That ball gets put right back down. Stays in play. Not much the Raiders can do with that one. You know, when it's that tight, you're not attacking it. Double block is there. It's not a recipe for success. Typo Tongaloa. Back to serve. Good swing by Typo. Arvin Kumar with the great pass, also hitting. Typo gets called for the violation. Double hit. Ball goes over to the Raiders. Up by 3. They're doing a good job of really working through the points here, keeping their lead. Floater to Castillo. Now on the right side, good hit, better dig, and a better up, double block with Tanner and Noel. Noel's father, Oscar. Noel from Argentina, his dad, Oscar, from Argentina. Catches every game by string. Miracle of the internet nowadays. Same play, this time Noel says, not again. Typo, I love the way Typo said, look, let me go back to you on this. When he's serving, he knows that Noel's going to come in, he can attack back line, and for the second time in a row, he puts it back to Noel and says, I trust you, man. Let me put this ball back there. This time Noel able to get it past the defense without a dig. The ace for Noel, making pop a crowd back in Argentina. Hopefully he's got more fans back there cheering him on. There's a reason why Noel has a 333 hitting percentage, and the way he serves, sneaky serve there, moving across the back line. The Knights able to get their hands on that, trying to dink it over the block. McKay hanging there. Well, it wasn't McKay, maybe that was, Tanner. Hanging up there, getting their hand on it, putting the ball back into the Raiders' court. Back to serve, hits it long. Knights able to close the gap a little bit, 17-19. Let's see what Daniel Clay has on tap for the Knights. Sneaky serve. Way to use the block. Mark Sinclair able to go up, hit that ball off the block. And serving Noel like that, it's a smart play. Take him out of the play. Get that ball to him where he's got to get on the ground. Typo doesn't really have him now as an option to go to. And but Stapley, who's actually hitting a better percentage than Noel is. Stapley 22nd in the country, hitting 374. That was a great up by McKay, putting that ball back down. Tucker keeping that ball in play on the serve, I think was really smart. This is a really good front line for the Knights, and keeping this ball in play is really important for Tucker coming in. Football called on Tucker. That was a nice serve. Really looking to bring the Knights into the game, tying it up. But foot faults on that one, shaking his head as he's coming off. Felt like he had a good serve and had a good opportunity. Just wasn't there for him. Justin Tui back to serve for the Scarlet Raiders. He's a good server for a setter, especially. Ball goes into the rafters. Tough play for the Knights after Noel gets that ball, puts it into the rafters, and ping pongs around. I don't think you guys can see it on camera. Little pinball action up in the rafters, falls harmlessly down. For the Raiders, back to serve Tui. Much better serve pass by Noel. Not exactly what Kaipo needed. Nice playing good scramble ball, but not able to keep that ball in and, off the hit. And the Raiders extend their lead to 3. And Coach Peterson calls the timeout. A little sloppy. Kind of what the Knights were doing to the Raiders. The Raiders turned back around and serve up that same dish to them. Serving, really getting in the way of the Knights system to get them where they need to be. So they're hitting, and they have great hitting. As I mentioned, 5th in the country in hitting percentage. And you're not going to hit that well if you're not getting that ball in good spots. It goes to show that they really are good passers. They have a good back line. But just about any team's going to struggle when you're putting the ball in places where you saw in the last 3 or 4 points for the Knights. Kaipo's really flexible. He's an athlete, as I mentioned, a rugby player as well. He's one of quite a few Polynesians at the SVU campus. A good number on the rugby team, which is a lot of fun to watch. If you ever get a chance live or on stream to watch the SVU rugby team play, you're in for a treat. I'd like to say little Pepe Hockey to all my Tongan brothers on the rugby team. Although Kaipo's actually Samoan, so but he's an incredible athlete, as I mentioned. Runs this offense really smooth, making the calls, being Coach Peterson's leader on the court. Important point here for the Knights. They want to stay in this set. Off the tape, good up by Castillo. Kaipo go to the well on that one. That's a great place to go. And you've got Sam Candlin on the right side coming down. It's a great place to go with the ball. Sam will finish that more times than not. Looks like a timeout by the Raiders. Coach Wilson wanting to have a little conversation. Feels the urgency of this moment. Just as important as that point was for the Knights, this right here is a really important moment for the Scarlet Raiders. And Coach Wilson wants to make sure that his men are all on the same page, knowing that Sam Candlin up to serve. We can take this moment, see him turn 3 or 4 points off of his serve alone. The Knights gather around, hyped up. It's a really strong bench. I love what the Knights bench brings. The Knights taking the full 30 seconds that they have left on this timeout before going back on the court. The Raiders already out there. Sam Candlin out of Carlisle, Pennsylvania, 6'5" sophomore. See what the opposite hitter can do. Keeps it in play. Excellent. Up. Good block. Ball off the rafters. The Knights couldn't handle it. That was a good dig. Just a little bit unlucky as that thing hits the rafters and the wrong way, away from the Knights players. Good serve by Sam, but better offensive play from the Raiders. Alvin Kumar back to the serve. Puts that one to Mark. Kaipo goes back to Stapley. Double block is there and try and repeat it all over again. Sam feels like that one was in. Couldn't get enough over the top of that to put it in. And the Raiders have a set point. Battled hard this set. Alvin Kumar back. Second serve for him. Oh, puts that ball a little far. 3 opportunities for the Raiders. But Mark able to get across on that. Stapley able to get there. but not able to get his hands far enough over the net to keep it on the Raiders side. Falls on the Knights side, and the Scarlet Raiders able to take set 3, close the gap, 2-1. We'll take a quick break here and come back in 2 minutes. All right, welcome back to Night Sports Network. Set number 4 about to come at you. 2-1 for the Knights. And it was the serving of the Scarlet Raiders. They were able to put a little heat on the Knights and get them out of system, really make the Knights have to work a little harder for their points. And wasn't a big deficit that they got in, but enough for the Raiders to grind out the set. And as we go into this fourth set, Knights bringing the same starting lineup, and we'll see how they respond. A little adversity. Love seeing the Raiders make a real game of this. All right, Knights huddle up. They'll start on defense as Justin Toohey, just as he did in the last set, first server for the Raiders. Nice bench trying to get him fired up, trying to get ahead of Toohey. Toohey with a really good serve. I'm not sure if that thing is going to go long. I think that Jothan wanted to get out of the way of that. He claps right back at the smack that's being thrown his way. So he's bringing it to me again. But what a great serve by Toohey, really putting it the decision to Castillo on what to do with that ball. He puts it back to him, and this ball goes into the rafters, and the Knights not able to solve that conundrum. The riddle of the rafters there on the floor has not been one that the Knights have been able to solve very well. And that ball gets up there. Toohey goes right back to Castillo on the challenge and gets the better of him. This time he takes a little off it. Cross court to Sam. Handling. Sam handling. Puts the ball down with a little attitude behind it. Sam is a fiery player, and You know, in volleyball, though it's not a contact sport, it is one of the highest energy arenas you'll ever be in. And going to a night's volleyball game, if you get a chance, I highly recommend it. Great serve by Candling. That ball coming all the way over, you know, Toon trying to find Andrew on that far side is a good call. Zala can put that ball down, but the ball was just a little tight to the net. The double block was there. It didn't work out for the Raiders. Candling back for his second serve. That ball he didn't catch that one just right. The top spin wasn't there. A little more side spin and swings out of bounds. He tried to bring the heat on that one. Arvind Kumar back to serve for the Raiders. That one was out of bounds. Looked like it might drop. Smart play by Noel to take a look at that. Rockabaron, high IQ volleyball player. He can do everything. We saw him with that set to Kaipo. Tape for Mark Stapley, being his friend. Second time tonight to be able to use the tape to get an ace. Sideline, the Knights bench doing a little jig as they celebrate the ace. This time Stapley's floater does exactly that. Floats just a little long. The Raiders, Travis and Maneko back to serve. Maneko is a 6'3" junior out of Newton, Massachusetts. What a great bump set spike, pass set spike for the Knights. Smart play. Kaipo putting that ball right where McKay can do a quick attack, not giving the Raiders time to set up the block. Again, the footwork by McKay is really improved over the last year. He's quicker, he's faster, been in the weight room, worked hard with the coaching staff. Marriage has done him well. Good opportunity for the Knights to add to their lead, but the Raiders able to make a mess of that play and at the joust of the net, win the point, and their opportunity for Andrew. Zach, he's an excellent server. Get a point. Good pass. A little low on the set. Noel had to bring his arm down a little bit, not able to get over the top of that. Able to get cross court, block, not a factor as he went cross court, but just a little low and ball sails long. And back to his second serve. That one, again, he brings a lot of power on that serve. A little bit of a live and die like Sam Hanlon. Tied up for the Knights, and Kaipo back to serve. Tongaloa has an excellent serve. A lot of weight behind his hit. Jousted the net, won by the Knights. Opportunity for the Raiders. Block not quite there. Both Tanner, Durkin, and Noel were there to block that, but it just sneaks through Tanner's hands. Rucker-Veteran is very good at the net, very quick. You'll see him around the ball a lot on the block. Kaipo finds him on that. Every time that Noel's on this side, when it's his turn, he'll be up next in rotation serve. And both on the serve here and before Noel gets here, Kaipo's looking for him back there. They have a good chemistry on that. Not exactly what Rucker-Veteran wanted. Puts it in the net and gives the lead back to the Raiders. Daniel Quaid goes back to serve for the Raiders. Raiders really making a fight of these last two sets. Floater goes a little long. It's a win the season right there for the Knights. They're really hoping that go long. That's the second time we've seen Quay use that back corner, really trying to make the bigs go on the Knights. Had one that was excellent. That one just sails a little long. Tucker Cunningham back to serve, serving specialist for the Knights. Cross that one. That's the second time he's had an ace. This is, again, he just, with the front line that the Knights have right now, with McKay and with Sam Canlon, with Mark Stapley, this is a really good, strong, it's their biggest front line. So it's really important for this, for Tucker to get this ball in. Wow, not quite able to close up the block right there. Set really far off the net, coming back line and able to put that down. Knight's not able to dig it. Very good hit. Two back to serve. Very good pass by Castillo. Excellent set by Tagaloa, putting that ball to Canlon on the right side, and Canlon able to put that thing straight down. No chance for the Raiders to get that ball back up. All started with Jothan's excellent pass. Sam swinging a little awkward on that. Ball comes down. Wish he could have gotten that one back. Rubbing his hair, looking skyward. Tied up. We got ourselves a volleyball match here, folks. Hope everybody at home's enjoying this. Arvind Kumar puts it to Nawel. Tagaloa back to Nawel. The triple block was there. Nawel forced to, or Tagaloa rather, forced to put that ball just to get over. The block was there with Stapley and Walker, but the ball was off of Walker's hands and out of bounds. Back to the Raiders. Arvind Kumar out of Manahawkin, New Jersey. 6'1" sophomore. Nice hit by Mark there. Typho got underneath that one, but didn't quite put it where Mark could do something like that. Mark probably trying to do a little too much in that situation. I just need to get that ball over. Feels like the Knights are pressing a little bit in situations here. Relax, have good passing. A lot of pressure being put on them by the serve of the Knights, of the Raiders rather. Free play for the Raiders. Good up by Castillo. Nawel goes high, able to go over the block. Keep him play by the Raiders this time. Andrew looking for a tip, and the tip comes. Andrew able to put that ball off the tip. Ball goes back over to the Raiders. Forced serve for Arvind. Point comes here for the Raiders, and Peterson maybe called timeout. It was good play both ways. This is great volleyball. Boy, Arvind's got a great serve, back line, triple block. Not sure that that's necessarily the play that Coach Peterson would want. However, the passing forced Typo to have to go get that ball. Had to really move a long ways to get there and didn't have a lot of options. I mean, well, putting the ball to Nawel Rakaberin back line is a great idea. Problem is, the last two times he's done that, the triple block's been sitting there waiting for him. And he was able to go over the top on the point before, but the Raiders were able to dig behind it. And this time they just put it straight back down on the right side. This 5-point run by the Raiders putting them in a great position to be able to tie this match up at 2-2. Knights, of course, don't want it to get there. Trying to come together. The Knights bench, little bit of a moment for Peterson to sit back. He's looking at his team. You see him talking about what they need to do to right the ship. Again, I really feel like it's the better serving of the Raiders compared to the first two sets that are putting them in these positions. The Knights not able to pass well enough to really keep them in system and allow these really excellent hitters to swing away. And they like to swing away. Just like in the movie Signs, when you can swing and you like to swing, swing away, but they've got to get the passing straight. And that time he was in a really good spot. That was exactly the kind of situation you'd want if you're Sam Candlin. The Raiders able to put that double block in, and Sam not able to get a pass. Good play by the Knights, better play by the Raiders. 6-point run for the Raiders. Harvey Kumar back. That time, ball goes a little far. Marvin really puts a lot of heat on that ball. Like his teammate Zalek, he's able to put a lot of pressure on the opposing team with their serve. Tyler Schaefer comes in, looking to get the Knights a run of their own. Uses the tape, good up by Libero, and a great finish on the far side. Cross court. That was Robert Long able to get that ball and drop it. Now, all the Raiders have to do is just keep siding out, and they'll finish this out. The Knights are going to need a run to salt this match away. And Maneka with the serve. Noel having to, that set was tight in the net. What Noel does, when that set's that tight, you've seen him do it 2 or 3 times this match. When it's that tight, he swings at the block really hard. He wants to pick that ball off the block. That's him getting it able to be a little high, and he can't get over the top of many blocks. This time able to get up a little bit, put it off the block, get it long, and then able to handle it. This time, Sam Durkin coming in, brother of Tanner. Good opportunity for the Raiders on that passing and able to put the ball down. That was excellent hitting. Sam goes out, Kay goes out. Playing a little bit smaller line, a little bit more defensive-oriented line. Moves Zalek back for the serve. Schaefer puts it up, but a little confusion on where they're supposed to get that ball for the Knights. Triple block there. Now they're able to handle it, but nobody there. The second opportunity for the Raiders to put that ball down with no block in front of him. Quay able to take that thing and middle block and put it down hard. Clay is a 6'6" sophomore. He swings really well. Plays a little bigger than a 6'6" height. Attacky play from Tongaloa. Castillo not able to shoot that kind of play, and the Raiders extend their lead to 7 points. Really great play by them. Coach Peterson calls his second and final time out of the set. Coach Peterson conferring with his staff, trying to figure out what it is they're going to tell him. So, Coach Peterson, Coach Baker go over, and they're talking it over with Tongaloa, who is definitely a leader on this team. a senior, wants to make the most of his final opportunity. Now, all of the athletes in the Division III athletic world get their eligibility back from this COVID situation. So everybody that's on this team right now could come back, even the seniors. The question, though, that's hard in Division III athletics with no athletic scholarship, players have to decide, do I come back to school? Is there a reason to come back beyond athletics for me to be here, the academic side of it? As somebody who coached here at SVU for 6 years, I love the idea of athletes, the opportunities they have to play and staying. But they've got to ask themselves, tough questions in this scenario. Am I done? Is it time for me to move on? Do I need to get on with graduate school or working, whatever it may be? And some seniors really have tough decisions to make when this semester's over. Okay, 7-point lead for the Raiders, and Andrew Zalek back on the serve, takes a little off it. Kaipo able to get that, again, the passing, forcing Kangaloa back to move. Durkin really having to contort his body to hit that thing awkwardly and gets it over. It finds its way down. Kaipo on the serve. Triple block for the Knights. They're able to get it, and an opportunity for the Knights to score. So Sam Cannon finds a free ball coming over. Probably might have been able to let it go out, decides not to give the chance, and just says, hey, how about I drop the hammer right here? And drops it hard enough to put it in on the court on the Raiders side, and Kaipo back, serve again. The Knights are going to have to string together 3 or 4 points each time they have an opportunity to serve, and hitting the tape and not getting it over is going to be tough. Robert Long back to serve for the Raiders. Float serve to Schaefer. Kangaloa puts it up. Durkin takes that ball, turns his body. Really great athletic move by him to swing away with his shoulders kind of facing the wrong way. Tanner Durkin, a 6'5" freshman out of Las Vegas, made a big impact on this team. The Knights actually are a pretty young team. When you look down their starting roster, Mark Staples is a senior, but Tanner Durkin's a freshman, Kaipo's a senior, Sam Candle is a sophomore, Noel's a senior. After those 3 seniors, Kaipo, Stapley, and Rakaberin, the rest of the Knights are pretty much all sophomores and freshmen. The only junior on the team being Sam Candle's brother, Paul Candle. Also an incredible athlete. So the Knights have good upfront leadership of those 2 seniors. Of those 3 seniors, which ones will coming back next year? Who knows? I really feel for the players. Especially in Division III. In Division I, where you might have a scholarship, football players, basketball players, a lot of scholarships available for them. That being said, even in the Division I world, a team like a lacrosse team at the University of Virginia, they have 12.6 scholarships for a team of 40, 45, sometimes 50. So, those players have choices to make as well. That can be difficult considering the amount of money they might be spending to be in school. All right, down by 5. Noel Rakaberin back to serve. He moves over to the left side of the court. He hasn't been on this far over yet. Goes cross court with the serve, little floater. The Raiders able to handle that with excellent passing, putting it up to the right side there, and Andrew able to put that thing down with some emphasis. Daniel Quay again back to serve for the Raiders. when he does that, they move Nicholas Arce Cox up front. Great opportunity for the Knights to put that ball home, and they do so. Knights bring in a little more height, serving specialist Tucker Cunningham coming in to serve. McKay coming back in up front. Knights down by 5. Losing opportunities, though, to close this thing out. They have to string together points. Smart play going to Andrew on that set. The Knights with the double block. That ball gets hit off someone's hand out of bounds. Point for the Raiders. Back to serve again is Tui. Good scramble play by the Raiders off of that first block. Get that ball back up and over the other side and give themselves a chance to keep it in. One of the referees speaking to the Knights bench, not sure what she was saying. So that whole play was set up by Tyler Schaefer. Perfect pass to Kaipo Tongaloa. Didn't even have to move. Been able to put that ball over and get the finish on the spike. That's the kind of passing the Knights need to have in order to stay in these last 2 matches. That passing hasn't been there. A little conversation with Coach Peterson. The near side referee. The referee signals for Candlin to move forward and set a little far with that with the serve. So that is the first real error that I've seen Tui make. I mean, I'm not saying that the set has been perfect, but that one he puts over to the right side of the net and actually falls out of bounds. Candlin with his second serve. Slaps that one a little low. Adjusts his face mask. Rolls his eyes. Serving has not been on point the last 2 subs of the night. First sets, it's really what put a lot of pressure on the Raiders and forced them to scramble and not really get the kind of passing they wanted. Really took this lead, this 5-point lead was set up by his serving the last time in the rotation. This time, very first hit, very first opportunity to serve, he puts it out of bounds. Tyler Schaefer with the serve. Violation on the Raiders. Tuesday, the question of the referee. Timeout by Coach Wilson. Knights closing the gap to 3 points. Knights bench trying to keep the energy up. Keep excited. Peterson's gathered his coaching staff together. They're looking at some of the numbers, figuring out where they want to serve, what kind of play they want to run offensively next. Who to put in, all the little ins and outs that go in. And volleyball coaching is a very nuanced profession. You're dealing with much smaller areas instead of basketball court or baseball field or lacrosse field. The changes are subtle. They make a big difference, though, in terms of what happens from point to point. Volleyball players are often some of the most athletic, both men's and women's students in a university. And they have the ability to do a lot of different things that are very nuanced. And here we'll see which one of these 2 teams going to pull this fourth set out. Schaefer serving. A little upset with himself. Puts that one in the net. Again, the serving thing that is not really the strong point of the Knights the last two sets. It's the Raiders on set point. Up by 4. Knights bench trying to get in Travis Raiders' head with an excellent serve. Kaipo not able to do what he wanted to do with that set. And the Scarlet Raiders tie this volleyball game at 2 sets apiece. Match set to begin in 30 seconds. Sorry, 3 minutes. We got 3 minutes. We'll take a short break and get back to you in just a minute. Welcome back again to the Knights Sports Network here in Buena Vista, Virginia. This semifinal CVC match pitting the Southern Virginia University Knights against the Rutgers Newark Scarlet Raiders. Minute left before this fifth and deciding set comes up. Just a quick look at the numbers. The Knights, again, talking about their serving. They started out really strong, but they're serving now a service of 23 service errors, a bulk of those coming in the last 2 sets. Outside of that, they're more digs, 23 digs for the Raiders to 26 for the Knights. The Knights are hitting 322, which is pretty good. The Raiders hitting 235, but it's really, if we were to separate that out by set, it'd be a big difference between the two. The Knights with 44 kills to 35 for the Raiders. 9 service aces to 7 for the Raiders. In most categories, the Knights have a lead. Block assists lead by 2. Total blocks, the Raiders up by 1, 6-5. Yet they have 2 blocking errors. So the Knights statistically should have this game in hand, but the Raiders have just scrapped. And now it's first to 15. Fifth set in NCAA volleyball. Fifth set is goes to 15. So every point is vital. Tanner taking the bull by the horns. Solid serve. Finishes with an ace, putting the Knights up by nothing. Trying to get the momentum back in their favor. Trying to get them feeling good about their situation. Serving being such an important part for the Knights right now. The block was there, it squeaks through. The Knights able to scramble, get a hit in, but it goes just long. 1-1. And Tui goes back to serve. Timing not quite there for Typo and Walker. Soft hit by the Raiders. Andrew doesn't able to really get anything on that, but it goes off the block. Andrew Zalek is hitting 381, really killing the bulk of the hitting offense for the Raiders. We go up 2-1. That ball out of bounds, really serving so vital in the first set. Tanner with that ace, he's hitting 667 in this match. Saints hitting 348. So the two leaders on this team, that's where hopefully Kaifo's going to look to go. Sam holds his head in his hands. Not been his night on the serving end. And it's first to 15. Everybody out there, so grab your seats, hold on tight. Don't go for popcorn right yet. Oh, McKay Walker with a very athletic play going up and over the block, putting it straight down. The blocks were there. He was able to do more with that ball than the block was able to alter it. Really went up high for that. Kaipo doing a great job putting it up where only McKay could really do something with that ball. McKay hitting 278. Tyler Schaefer steps in like a boss. Second ace of this set for the Knights. Puts the Knights up 4-3. Excellent pass by Arvin. Blocks there for McKay Walker. Andrew goes line on that. Not much to know what to do with that. That ball was outside the stick, and he had no option of going line. Had to go cross court, which wasn't able to put it down. He got plenty of play, but not able to do quite enough with it. Travis Emenaker back to serve for the Raiders. Kaipo to Walker again in this set. Walker this time putting the ball off the block. Has a few words for his teammate coming in from Sandberg and the freshman. It's up by one. Dirk with a really good serve on the line. Knights get an opportunity to put it down. Another opportunity. This time, that middle set has been really great for the Knights, whether it's been Walker on that, or in this case, Tanner Durkin. Kaipo's been really on time most of the night with that middle set. Again, Tanner Durkin now hitting 714. Smart to go to him. Good serve by his brother. Cross court. Way to come cross on that. That was an incredible play. Really good hit. Knights up 6-5. A little bit of subbing going on now. Andrew Zalek back to serve. Wow. Schaefer taking the reins on that set, putting it right with Noel, splits the block. Incredible hit by Baron to put that ball right between the block and in front of the big of Arvin. Good floater. Knights have a free ball. Goes to Durkin, but the ball is up, and the last that was an incredible goal by Richardson that got the whole one up. Two of the Raiders, and Clay was thinking somebody else was going to get that ball. It landed right between them. Those are the kind of plays we really haven't seen the Raiders, make. They've been, even when it was tough, they came together. Feel like they had good communication. But it was really the serving that, again, the Knights, minus kind of that early mistake from Sam Canlin, the Knights have been able to serve well in the set, put them up by 3. Balls on their side, they got up to serve here. See if they can extend this lead in a game to 15, in a set to 15. You don't have much room for error. And momentum is really important. Who's going to play a little looser, not tighten up. If the Knights can get a point here, it's going to put a lot of pressure on the Raiders, especially the way the Knights have been serving the last 3 or 4 opportunities. Noel actually leading the Knights in 13 kills, and Sam with 12, McKay with 11. Great night for McKay. Typo back for the serve, does a floater, just wants to get it over. Block there for Sam Camelin. Andrew up for that. That's a smart place to go. Upon no tip. There's argument both ways. No tip called. Ball over the top. It was a really smart place to go. That's where I would go with that ball if I were to. And Andrew Zellick just hits a little long. Putting a lot of pressure now on the Raiders to come up with the play. Knights with the free play. Kuiper with the set from his knees. Scramble from the Raiders. You just have to put a free ball over. Kuiper with his set serve, set behind him to Sam. He's just going to have to be. That was, again, the second time Noel has had to just improvise. I mean, that was a set that Kuiper put up for really anybody. Noel says, that's my ball. Get out of my way. Comes running across, a running hit across the middle, and purposely swings at that ball to get it off the block. That is not an accident, by the way, if you're watching at home, to try and put that off the block out of bounds. Noel and Tanner Durkin getting after that block. Andrew, who's been the person that the Raiders can count on the offensive end, to get a point when they needed it. Chewy going back to him the last 2 times. Smart play. I mean, he's hitting 333, but the last 2, the Knights had his number. The Knights really coming up with, they're not putting the ball in the net on the serve. And then the defense has really been awesome for the Knights. Digging the ball, moving hard on the blocks. I mean, that block, look, both of them weren't together right there. It's not like they were standing next to each other on that block, but they both come flying over. Tanner, Noel gets his hands on it. Tanner was late. Noel, maybe that's his 3rd solo block. Really able to do a lot with that on the defensive end for Noel. Looking over the numbers, again, Tanner Durkin had the best hitting night in terms of percentage, 750, 6 kills. Tanner with 5 blocks tonight. He's having a heck of a night. Really making all the family back home in Las Vegas proud. Kuiper, his 3rd floater serve. Not able to handle it was Kumar. Knights get a free ball. Castillo puts it to Tangaloa. He puts it cross court. Noel says, boom goes the dynamite, and drops the hammer on that ball. No block in front of him. Puts it straight down. Nothing the defense could do on that side if you're looking to dig that ball. That's just hide the women and children and get out of the way because that ball's coming strong. Kaipo with his fourth floater. The dig is there. The Raiders will have a free shot. Middle, that was read by Noel. He saw the end of that book from the first page. He went straight up. He didn't even think of moving to his left. He knew right where you saw the communication earlier, a little telegraph from the setter Tui, and Noel gets another solo block. Kaipo serving, back line, and the blocking there again for the Knights. I'm not sure if that one made it over the tape. Couldn't tell, but the block was there either way. Noel looking to take over this game on both sides of the court. 15 kills. They have him down for 2 blocks, but I feel like it's more than that. That one hits the tape. Dan Quay had a great opportunity to keep that game going. That was, I think, match point. Hits the tape and just lands about 3 inches out. The Knights string together good serving, great blocking, and incredible hitting. A great night for our Knights to really finish out in a way that they can go home feeling good about their performance. Going to have to get to the tape. Going to have to get to the tape on that one and really look at those third and fourth sets. But Noel with 15 kills and 7 hitting errors. Durkin, no hitting errors, 6 kills, hitting 750, 6 blocks, great serving. The Knights have an incredible night, advance to the finals of the CVC. We wish the Raiders safe travels home. Love the effort that they brought, turning this into a really fun night for all of us. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast as we come to you from Buena Vista, Perry McClure High School. Again, we hope to see you all back for the next opportunity for the Knights to finish out the CVC tournament and win the finals. God bless you all, and good night.